Whether you're an outdoor athlete or just like to go out for a stroll a large part of the country, water will be your best friend. It could be a lifesaver.
And when you're drinking the water, it's just fine. When it's on the road slowing you down, not so fun. I'll have your travel details.
Some people made a mad dash Sunday looking for any cover from steady rain. Others just took the drenching in stride. Well, your first outlook to save you frustration in a rainy East begins here.
Live from the Weather Channel, this is First Outlook.
Good Monday morning, everyone. I'm Kim Perez.
Hey, I'm Hillary Andrews in for Nick Walker. 5:30 for you in Baltimore, 4:30 for you in Oklahoma City, and a lot of folks in Oklahoma getting an early wake-up call with storms, but that's only one of the stories that we're covering today.
That's right, Hillary. Actually, here in Oklahoma City yesterday broke a record of 99 degrees. So south of our jet stream, that's what that squiggly line is, or approximately where it is. South of it is where we're seeing the very hot temperatures, above average temperatures. North of it is where we're seeing the chilly air, with temperatures only in the 50s. You know, we've been talking about below average temperatures in the Northeast for seems like many years now. In the Southwest, it's going to be another hot one with record heat. El Paso, Tucson, after breaking a record yesterday, we'll see temperatures continue to be well over 100 degrees.
And of course, we have the fog in the west, we've got the storms in the plains, and also the rain in the east. Where are you going to start travel-wise? Nicole Mitchell joins us.
We've got a few spots that are going to be rather problematic. It's kind of a case of the good and the bad today, and depending on where you're looking out, you might be in a stop-or-go sort of situation this morning. We're going to see much of the Northeast really fare a little bit problematic today, so that's where you've got our red light for this morning. Anywhere from the mid-Atlantic northward, look for some areas of showers and thunderstorms, but not all the travel is looking problematic for today. As we head off to the western coast, we're seeing just a few showers in the very north, but most of the region, although hot, is going to look good, so that's going to cooperate with you, at least in terms of travel. But as I mentioned, the mid-Atlantic, even places like Virginia today, we've seen certainly some areas of rain. When you get all that moisture, creates sometimes the fog and the restricted visibility. So going to be seeing more of that wet weather today, and we'll keep you posted on all your travel coming up. But first, here's a look at the Northeast with Hillary.
Starting off with those umbrellas and the raincoats, needed again today in Freeport, Maine. In fact, you can expect the showers to stick around for the next few days. Might be a good idea just to duck inside El Bean for a little bit. Not a lot of visibility either. We are looking at reduced visibility. A lot of the rain just bouncing off the pavement. Heavier rain showers right now making their way through the U.S.-Canadian border. So Caribou, Presque Isle, seeing the rain showers. Also seeing the rain showers. Pittsburgh making its way towards Johnstown, Altoona. Just about all of the East Coast will see just some hit or miss rain showers. Boston, you'll probably stay dry at least through dinner time, but do not leave for work without the umbrella. Just stick it in the briefcase because you'll probably need it on the way home. Now, your Monday forecast looks like this. Just about rain showers everywhere. Washington, D.C., not a bad day yesterday. Today, possibility of some thunderstorms. Hit and miss rain showers. Heavier rains moving in probably tomorrow in Boston. You're about to get hit with some heavy rain showers tomorrow. Not only those heavy rain showers, but cool temperatures, highs below 60s right through Wednesday from Philadelphia northward. Now, as we head through Tuesday, again, wind-driven rain for Boston, Cape Cod, all the way back through Springfield. New York, you'll see windy conditions and heavy rain showers. Same with Philadelphia. Kim, take us to the south.
And some of you may want to be heading maybe north because it's so hot. And we got those thunderstorms we're talking about here. Anywhere from parts of northeastern Oklahoma, Tulsa reporting moderate rain and thunder right now. And those storms are heading towards, looks like Little Rock, probably in the next hour or two, and eventually maybe into Hot Springs as well. A lot of severe thunderstorm warnings with these cells. We could see large hail damaging winds, even flash flooding. Parts of Missouri under flood warnings because we've seen 1 to 3 inches of rain with some of these storms. And then, by the way, this area is under that severe thunderstorm watch, which means conditions are right and will continue to be until until 11 o'clock Central Time. Now, we are going to see some beautiful weather in Atlanta today with the front coming southward. If you're going to be going to Turner Field to watch the Mets and the Braves play today, no problems. That rain will be off to the south, unfortunately ruining some of your beach plans. We're going to see some showers and thunderstorms here today as that front does come southward. Memphis will see thunderstorms. Temperatures here, how warm will we get? 89 degrees, but check these temperatures out in Texas. 97 in Dallas again today. Yesterday we hit 97 and we broke the record. Well, it was definitely a high priority keeping cool here in the Big D. Folks were out enjoying the water and making all kinds of nice cool drinks. And today might be a day to head to the mall. North Park Mall might be a good place to go. And then we'll see more heat continue tomorrow in Dallas and Houston with no break in sight. Now, Hillary, we're looking at more thunderstorms here for parts of, looks like Kansas this morning.
Yeah, it's the same thunderstorm system, Kim, that you were taking a look at. Kansas, Chanute we're talking about, all the way through Wichita, looking at those storms. They will be tapering off as we head into the rush hour for the morning hours, but still, you can expect very wet roads, possibly some flooding on the side streets. Meanwhile, beautiful day out there. Minneapolis, you might want to hit the rollerblading right around those lakes if you manage to get a little hour and a half for lunch. 74 degrees there. Chicago, not a bad day. Cubs playing at home. 65, 81 for St. Louis. We will see the rain returning to Minneapolis, so enjoy today's weather. Kim.
Well, could we see more record high temperatures in the southwest today? Well, details are ahead. Plus, the hot weather is melting the mountain snow in the western U.S. We'll look at rising rivers and creeks at 50 past, find out where severe weather will strike.
This program was brought to you by MasterCard. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard.
A cool head. And a new copier. $2,500.
Dinosaur.
Dedication.
And a coffee maker. $69.
A sense of humor.
And a mop. $17. Having what it takes to run a business? Priceless. To see what the MasterCard business card can do for your business, visit our website.
Hello.
Hi there.
I hear AOL is helping protect me against identity theft.
Yeah, we give you spyware protection, which helps to automatically disable many programs from stealing personal information.
Well, I just wanted to say thanks, so I baked you my famous apple crumb cake.
Oh, thank you. But it wasn't just me. A lot of us work on that.
Wow.
I smell cake. Want a better internet? You belong at America Online.
To keep things fresh in the freezer, use new Glad Press and Seal Freezer Wrap.
Storm Stories, tonight at 8 on the Weather Channel. And now, here's your local on the 8s.
Well, action is underway on the courts in Paris for the French Open beginning on this Monday. Tuesday, we're going to be calling for sunshine with temperatures in the 70s. Wednesday, the clouds roll in, but the temperatures heat up into the low 80s.
Meanwhile, back home, heat will be the big problem for athletes. Literally a desert inferno in Phoenix, Barstow, Las Vegas, Yuma, you name it. We have excessive heat warnings. Temperatures flirting with record high temperatures. And we're not only talking records for the day, we're talking all-time May records. Check out those numbers in the yellow. So El Paso, 104 is your all-time May record. Today, we're forecasting 102 degrees. It is going to be a scorcher out there in the desert Southwest.
And it's amazing, all kinds of stories in the West. Not only do we have the heat, but we have the flooding, too.
We do. Sacramento, Discovery Park, literally underwater from snow melt.
And one of the problems we're seeing is caused by the heat you were just talking about, because they're having such a late melt this season, then all of a sudden it's hot, so everything's melting very quickly, flowing into these rivers. So Utah, for example, you're having a lot of problems. In fact, they've even been doing some sandbagging efforts. We'll take a closer look at that in just a moment, but do be aware in those flooded areas that you need to turn around. Atlanta, Newark, Philadelphia, as we take it out to the airports today, we're not seeing any problems, but later on, Philadelphia, you could see some of those storms, so delays are possible. Cleveland, the same thing, and for D.C., even a little bit more likely that you might have a couple delays at the airport due to the weather. But I mentioned the flooding. Here's Iron County, Utah, and you can see just how problematic this is. This can mess up your car very quickly. One upside with all of this water is that some places are kicking off that rafting and kayaking season a little sooner, but even that, with the water coming down so quickly, you need to be very careful that you're not getting caught in something that is a little too much for you to handle. As we head out to the interstates this morning and started off in the Northeast, again, Maine is going to see some of the heavier areas of this rain. Might get a little break this morning in Massachusetts, but pretty much through the day, it's going to be the whole of the Northeast. You're going to see these scattered showers and storms, and that's going to give us some delays at the airport. Also, some of those coastal winds are picking up. It's another problem spot. Then we've got a boundary draping its way through the south. So right now we already have those storms we've talked about around the Oklahoma and Arkansas area, for example. But we're going to continue to see this area kick up, especially in the afternoon. So any of these locations, you could see some scattered showers and storms, Jackson, Mississippi, Meridian, even Birmingham. So you watch out for that through the day today. And finally, as we take it out to the west, we do have a little bit of a disturbance in the northern part of the country. Otherwise, the west is very quiet, except as we talked about, all those areas of problematic heat. So as we zoom in on Interstate 90, well, again, you're going to see maybe a few of those showers head your way. A lot of that a little bit farther to the north on parts of Interstate 94. And tomorrow, that thunderstorm area is also going to be in the northern parts of the Midwest, where you're going to have to watch for some of those heavier rains moving into Minnesota. And I know it's Monday, but of course, people probably already looking ahead, especially to the big holiday weekend.
Oh, you bet. A lot of pools are opening this weekend.
I know. 3-day weekend. Unfortunately, it's not going to feel like pool weather in the Northeast. We are looking at rain showers, so you might as well just head down. Fleet Week's going on in New York City, so check out some of the naval ships in New York Harbor. We are looking at afternoon scattered thunderstorms, so maybe Lake Livingston you want to do in the morning hours rather than the evening hours. Quick check at the temperatures. Finally, we cool down the desert Southwest to the hundreds.
And let's talk about Sunday a little bit, where, of course, a lot of you have been going to picnics and going to the pools. We're going to see those thunderstorms rolling into Dallas, so that's where those temperatures are going to cool down a little bit. In the Northeast, we continue with the showers on Sunday, and 60s and 50s for the highs. Look at the 70s now on the Big D, and back to around 100 or so around Phoenix, and I think some folks will be happy to see that.
To cool down. Well, still to come on First Outlook, find out why warm weather has brewing companies counting their money. Bloomberg Money Barometer just ahead.
And this will be another soggy and cool day in parts of the Northeast. Will the rain end before your holiday weekend? Well, details are ahead in Storm Watch.
This business travel forecast was brought to you by Visa Business. It's everywhere you want your business to be.
Hey, Mr. Randall.
I gotta get out of that back row.
Spending too much time on paperwork? Then get the Visa Business Card. And forget about checks and sorting charges from your personal card because all your expenses are detailed on one statement. Visa Business. Just about everything you need to run a better business.
Up off the floor, making old-fashioned crunches a thing of the past.
Sculpt your abdominals using the Ab Lounge Jackknife, proven in university testing to be better for your body.
It's as easy as a crunch, but the Ab Lounge design makes every move really count, targeting your abs without wasted effort.
Compare the Ab Lounge to an old-fashioned crunch. The advanced Ab Lounge Jackknife generates up to 75% more muscle activity in the upper and lower abdominals, and an amazing 268% more in the love handle obliques.
It's a complete lifestyle system, including Ab Lounge toning routine, healthy eating guide, and an aerobic workout designed to maximize results.
I have this one pair of jeans. After just 8 weeks, my fat jeans don't really fit anymore.
Call now to try the Ab Lounge for 30 days for just $14.95. If you don't agree the Ab Lounge is the best way to a sexy stomach, return it within 30 days for a refund of your $14.95.
Call now and say goodbye to crunches forever.
Storm Stories, tonight at 8 on the Weather Channel. And now, here's your local on the 8s.
Today because what we call capped, in the middle of the atmosphere, we're way too warm for these thunderstorms to get going. But where it's not that warm, we're seeing those storms firing up this morning, and we have that severe thunderstorm watch in effect here for folks in Little Rock and in Tulsa, Fort Smith. Look at these storms. They continue to produce heavy rain, 1 to 2 inches, not out of the question. We've had some flooding reports in Missouri, penny-sized hail being reported, and many counties under severe thunderstorm warnings this morning, where you see the yellow. So if you're in Fayetteville, Fort Smith, you're under the...
While Miller's brews include Miller Lite, Miller Genuine Draft, and Milwaukee Best. And the weather's played a role in declining volume growth for both beer makers. Earlier this year, SAB Miller said Miller beer volumes declined in the months of January and February. Winter storms and high fuel costs in the U.S. deterred some people from going out. And the volume of beer Anheuser-Busch sold in the third quarter of the U.S. was also held back by cold and wet weather in some states, as well as hurricanes in the part of the southeastern part of the United States. For the Weather Channel, Linda Bell with the Bloomberg Money Barometer.
Everyone knows that any lawn tractor can go in a straight line, but sometimes you need something a little more maneuverable. It's amazing how fast you can get a job done with a little incentive and a zero-turn lawn tractor from Tractor Supply. Man, I hope he's got a lot of gas.
Tractor Supply Company, the stuff you need out here.
Inside every 2005 Ford Explorer is a gyro chip sensor. It constantly monitors vehicle motion to help keep all 4 wheels firmly planted. The technology is new roll stability control, and Explorer is the only SUV that has it. Ford. built for the road ahead.
Nothing beats a real breakfast. Relax, it's Holiday Inn.
Orca! Oh, I love orca.
Oh, I thought you loved humpbacks.
I recently changed my mind.
Go where you want with Avis. Just go to avis.com to find our best cars and our lowest prices every time. Avis.com, a better way to start your trip.
Hurry in and get your Goodyears, because all Goodyear Eagles are on sale. And right now, buy 4 selected Goodyear tires, get up to a $60 rebate. Come get your Goodyears today.
Hi everybody, welcome back. Pack those lightweight suits if you're headed to the west for business.
That's right. We're going to see a lot of heat and we're going to see a lot of sun. So sunglasses.
Still immersed. Book a minimum 5-night stay during Cayman Summer Splash and get an additional night free. Use your American Express card and receive a $150 gift check. Call your travel professional or visit CaymanIslands.ky for details.
Trips to the doctor, 7 trips to the vet, 76 trips to the grocery store, 3 weekend getaways, 1 vacation with everything on it, 4 recitals, 23 soccer games, away, and back and forth to work every day in between. You pack a lot into 12,000 miles, and we'll be behind you all the way. With the Napa Auto Care Center Peace of Mind Warranty, good at more than 12,000 locations.
Keep your vehicle and your vehicle's warranty as good as new with regularly scheduled maintenance at your local Napa Auto Care Center.
Florida's natural premium orange juice is made just from our fresh oranges, not from concentrate. We own the land, the trees, and the company. Florida's natural. It's as close to the grove as you can get.
They are history's most dangerous storms. They are unique, each with a life of its own. But together, they mean just one thing. Hurricane Week is coming. Don't miss Hurricane Week, beginning Sunday, June 5th on the Weather Channel. The weather... Don't miss Hurricane Week, beginning Sunday, June 5th, only on the Weather Channel.
Plastic ponchos, not quite the height of fashion, but it's the style that will help a lot of folks get through the day. Find out if you'll be among those seeking cover.
And you're also going to need to take a little bit of extra time on the roads because of that, right? I'll have your travel details.
Some Texans tried to drown their heat woes with fountain water on Sunday. Will nature provide water, or will you have to get it yourself? Your first outlook on rainstorms and heat begins here.
Live from the Weather Channel, this is First Outlook.
Vacationers here at Sandestin at Fort Walton Beach, watch out later today. And then for the Mid-Atlantic, it could be an isolated severe storm. And we'll talk about our coastal low moving up the northeast coast. coming up soon.
Yeah, Nicole Mitchell joins us, travel analyst. We're not only dealing with the rain showers with that coastal low, but possibility of wind, and that always slows down airports. Any slowdowns yet?
Not so early this morning, but as things get going a little later in the morning, I anticipate that we'll have a few as you're maybe heading off to a business meeting later into today. You might want to watch for that. Some of the travel problems we already have this morning, well, we're going to watch for showers and storms in a few places. Anywhere from the mid-Atlantic to about the Great Lakes regions, that's where we're going to see it today. And also some areas of fog. Cincinnati, you've had some of that, Greensboro. So we're going to see a few slowdowns through the rest of the day. As we headed out to our other locations that are looking just a little bit wet this morning, well, we can see around Atlanta, not any problems here, but other parts of the southeast are going to have that chance for some showers. In fact, it's very mild in Atlanta, temperatures in the 60s and partly cloudy skies. A little bit more wet as we get to the northeast, though. That's where Hillary takes us.
And we are starting off in the northeast with a storm system just getting started. It's a developing storm system just making its way off of Maryland and Virginia. It's going to slowly, when I'm talking slowly, I'm talking 3-4 days slowly, work its way up the coastline. Already, though, we're seeing areas of Cape Cod, southern New England covered, and wind advisories. These are high wind advisories now for your Tuesday. So today we are watching the wind in Central Park pick up. On and off rain showers. We're not looking for soakers today, but we could be looking for soakers tomorrow. White Plains, no fog right now, but once that rain starts, visibility will definitely go down. So private pilots, just keep an eye on the IFR, VFR rules out there. We're seeing a few rain showers making their way through Pittsburgh this morning, but once again, it's just going to be one of those hit and miss days out there. Afternoon hours, keep an eye on Washington, D.C. We could see a few thunderstorms there. And it looks like Boston will stay dry until the afternoon towards the evening. 52 degrees, a very chilly high temperature. We're looking for temperatures a good 10 to 15 degrees below where we normally find them. Tuesday, we're literally looking for sideways rain showers in Boston. That's how strong the wind is going to be. That's going to be the story all the way through Albany. Looks like by Buffalo, Pittsburgh.
Fallen, even up to 3 inches in parts of southwestern Missouri. Severe thunderstorm watch in effect. Tulsa, Fort Smith, and Little Rock until 11 o'clock Central Time. Numerous severe thunderstorm warnings. Fort Smith under one right now. And you guys should be seeking shelter. Hold off on heading up to the bus stop. You definitely want to wait for these storms. You definitely want to take the kids up there in the car this morning. Now, by this evening, we'll watch this front sag southward. Then our thunderstorms will be here along the Gulf Coast. So our forecast for today calling for those storms. Memphis as well. Tulsa probably more this morning, while we're going to see some showers, not around Charlotte, maybe up here in the Outer Banks. But look at the heat in Dallas. The heat is the big story here. Austin, we broke a record yesterday. Folks were really trying hard to keep cool here. Good idea, doing your jogging early in the morning with that water bottle. That's a great thing to have with you. Lots of sunscreen expected. Hopefully you guys will have that as well. Now that's it for the southeast. Let's get an update on some of the storms we've had in parts of Kansas, Hillary.
Yeah, that's where thunderstorms rocked Wichita, Kansas overnight. Severe weather brought the heavy rain, the lightning, and the thunder to parts of Kansas, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. Good news is the storms should be ending soon. Radar shows exactly that. Wichita, mainly it's going to be the eastern sections of the city all the way through Chanute. Still seeing some of those thunderstorms, but they're slowly sinking southward. Meanwhile, north of there, Kansas City, beautiful day for you. You might head out towards the plaza, maybe even take a stroll through the sculpture garden and the art museum there. So that's how nice it's going to be. Just as beautiful in Minneapolis if you plan on heading around the lakes. Detroit, not so beautiful. We are looking for light rain showers throughout the day. So 60 degrees there, 61 and rainy in Monroe, and light rain showers for Ann Arbor there as well. But you will dry out as we head through tomorrow. So Chicago, look for some sunshine there too. Kim.
And still to come, we'll have your first outlook on how the weather could affect your morning commute. Plus, the heat proved hazardous to one hiker in Phoenix over the weekend. We'll have the hot details. Then at 20 past the hour, a look at your 7-day forecast. Stay with us.
Watch my dark circles, puffiness, and wrinkles disappear instantly. Sudden Change Under Eye does it. Guaranteed to give you these results instantly. Sudden Change Under Eye Firming Serum.
This morning my hair was straight. Then Brad called, so I decided to go curly. I used Wash and Curl, the curling shampoo. Thank you, Wash and Curl.
Wash and Curl, the curling shampoo.
Do you like fish? Having to take matters into your own hands to buy a house? Century 21 agents will work to get the right home for you, backed by a 21-point pledge. To find out more, visit century21.com.
Century 21, real estate for your world.
They are history's most dangerous storms. They are unique, each with a life of its own. But together, they mean just one thing. Hurricane Week is coming. Don't miss Hurricane Week, beginning Sunday, June 5th on the Weather Channel.
Storm Stories, tonight at 8 on the Weather Channel. And now, here's your local on the 8s.
Record high temperatures in Phoenix were too much for some people over the weekend. Rescue crews had to pluck one man off a hiking trail after he was overcome by the heat. There is an excessive heat warning in effect for Phoenix again today. Temperatures will be over 100 degrees. And you know, Hillary, over the weekend, 109 degrees Saturday and Sunday, but not that unusual. Actually, tied the record, so it's happened before. Will we see it again?
Well, it's not that unusual, but even the National Weather Service was saying a lot of folks just not acclimated to this kind of heat this early, and unfortunately, we will be seeing it again. We're looking for record highs once again. Phoenix, Las Vegas, Palm Springs, Yuma, everybody in that excessive heat warning. And we will continue seeing the warm temperatures even Tuesday on into Wednesday, although slowly declining as we head towards Thursday and Friday. You know, not a huge consolation when we're only declining into the lower hundreds.
That's right. You still have to be concerned, you know, and if you're wondering how to handle some of the extreme heat, if you're visiting here or traveling here for business, of course, the obvious, drink plenty of water. But those who live in the desert have some tricks like getting up with the sun and jogging at 5:30 in the morning. And of course, running the errands at night. That's always nice. Staying in the office at lunch or finding a chilly movie theater. Of course, maybe check out some of the new releases. And the best one is to keep a pair of oven mitts. That's right, oven mitts or a pot holder in the car for the steering wheel. Even to open up the car, you may need it.
You know, that never occurs to me. All I keep thinking is every time I turn on the air conditioner, it's more gas going down the drain.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. I bet you know.
Mitchell joins us. We're not the only ones feeling the gas
right now. How about later? Indianapolis, some storms, Bangor, you're going to see the rain, and for New York City, showers. Delays are likely or possible in any of those places. Well, as we take a look this morning at some of our other locations, New York City, temperature of 60 in that forecast for today. and you are going to see those showers, not any yet, but they're on the horizon. In fact, as we take a look at some of our interstate maps, we can see that we're going to look up Interstate 95 anywhere from D.C. through New York City. You're going to be watching out for that for today. And even as we head into the midsection of the country, a lot of this moisture spreads all the way back to areas around the Great Lakes. So looks like a couple problematic days ahead for us, including some more rain in the Midwest for tomorrow. You can always check that at weather.com. But first, here's a look at the forecast for the Bahamas.
And some of you heading here maybe to cool off, like say you live in Phoenix and you want to head somewhere cooler, well, you're going to find some cooler destinations. Folks in Nassau will see temperatures in the 80s. By Matthewtown, we'll see a high of 82 degrees, but sunshine all across the Bahamas. Hillary?
Heading internationally now. Sunshine on the streets of London for now. Clouds will be on the increase during the day, and Tuesday, unfortunately, a bit wetter. There will be no rain at all in Seville, Spain. Sunny with temperatures in the upper 80s. And as we continue through Europe today, Paris, morning cloud cover, afternoon sunshine, 70 degrees. And don't forget, it's the French Open starting today.
That's right. We'll have that forecast coming up. Well, if you're planning an end of the school year vacation or Memorial Day weekend departure, get the forecast for the next 7 days at 20 past the hour.
And grab that good book if you plan to fly. USA Today explains.
This business travel forecast was brought to you by the Visa Signature Card. It's not just everywhere you want to be, it's everything you ever wanted.
Visa Signature, more than just a rewards card. It can magically turn all sorts of wishes into reality.
Give me a kiss to build a dream on.
Like getting you into practically impossible to get into restaurants at exclusively reserved tables. And since Visa Signature has no preset spending limit and is accepted at millions more places worldwide than American Express, it's everything you need to make your wishes come true.
Nice play.
With Visa Signature, rewards are just the beginning.
No matter what the weather, the Mitchum Man stays cool.
A rainforest, the ultimate torture test for your deck. Thompson's Water Seal Advanced, the ultimate protection. It seals out 99% of the water right from the start. For a longer lasting deck, get the most powerful protection against water damage guaranteed. Thompson's Water Seal Advanced.
Get the most powerful protection against water damage guaranteed. Get Thompson's Water Seal Advanced.
They are the most formidable and dangerous storms in modern history. One by one, they are unique, each with a life of its own. But together, they mean just one thing. Hurricane Week is coming to the Weather Channel. Step into the eye for 7 nights of Storm Stories hurricane episodes. Relive the harrowing moments through those who survived.
It's just getting worse and worse. Trees are being blown over. I can't even imagine.
Hurricane Week, beginning Sunday, June 5th at 8 Eastern, only on the Weather Channel.
The amazing Little Giant ladder is the strongest, safest, most versatile ladder in the world. But it's more than just one ladder. It's actually 24 ladders in one. With the Little Giant ladder system, you can easily work over and around obstacles, comfortably access your roof and rain gutters, quickly hang Christmas lights, clean your windows in no time, replace light bulbs, easily work around trees and shrubs, and even paint those hard-to-reach areas. Just think of what you could accomplish with your Little Giant. You'll save time and money with the unique Little Giant scaffolding feature, and you can safely work over stairs and uneven surfaces. Ordinary ladders just can't compare to the Little Giant ladder system, and it's stores in just 4.5 feet of space, so you can easily maneuver the Little Giant through tight spaces and even transport it in your car. Call right now to find out about our limited time special offer. Don't pass this opportunity up. Call 1-800-LADDERS. That's 1-800-LADDERS. That's 1-800-LADDERS.
Storm Stories, tonight at 8 on the Weather Channel. And now, here's your local on the 8s.
And welcome back, everyone. You're watching First Outlook. It's now 20 after the hour, and you can always find the 7-day forecast here.
And Business Planner is going to be a wet one, unfortunately, especially if you're headed to the financial markets in New York. Check this out. One day on into Tuesday, we are looking for rain. Not only rain, though, wind. Boston, you will see rain literally sideways with that storm system just spinning off the coastline. We talked a lot over the weekend about a Greenland block. What that means to us, these systems are not moving quickly. We have a new system, a new piece of energy making its way through the Dakotas. We're keeping an eye out for thunderstorm through the Great Lakes on into Wednesday. Scattered storms start to drop towards the southern plains. That's more of an upslope flow. New York still in the showers, this time just showers. The wind finally settling down a little bit. Gulf Coast starts to get into that action on your Friday. Saturday, a new system starts to make its way in. I know the beginning of your big weekend. Unfortunately, Chicago looking at some of those showers. Kim?
Well, you know, travelers may find themselves with a little more downtime at the airport. USA Today's Ginger Gadsden explains why.
Some promising news if you're flying this Memorial Day weekend. Frequent flyers are spending less time waiting in line at airport security checkpoints. A USA Today analysis of federal records shows the number of lines stretching 40 minutes or longer dropped sharply this year. In the first 3 months of this year, there were close to 300 lines lasting at least 40 minutes. During the same period last year, there were more than 1,100 lines. The Transportation Security Administration says it's partly because checkpoints now have added lanes and passengers are more familiar with security procedures. Airports with the highest number of extreme waits: LAX, Ronald Reagan Washington National, and Miami. But it's not all good news for travelers. From June of 2004 through this past March, a backup occurred almost every day at least one of the country's airports. Travelers are also more likely to face longer waits during the peak travel periods of 6:30 to 8:30 a.m. and 3:30 to 5 o'clock p.m. For USA Today, I'm Ginger Gadsden.
And for more on this story, pick up USA Today, and remember, your forecast from the Weather Channel can be found on the USA Today weather page.
And the nation either shaking from chills or baking from the heat. Well, week's worth of weather continues.
Get a 7-day look at the temperatures and if they may change and why when First Outlook returns.
Would it kill you to change the role?
Oh, hey, look, I just booked our Vegas trip on Expedia.
Make your ideal trip a reality on Expedia with extra savings when you book your flight and hotel together.
Expedia.com. For the guaranteed best price on a cruise, go to Expedia.com. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
It's not wood and concrete that build a country. It's dreams and hard work. It's neighbors who give their word along with their hand.
When people around here dream of buying a home
or refinancing, they call me. I'm an AmeriQuest mortgage specialist.
And I'm here to help you with your dream.
I'll get you the home loan that helps pay off high-interest credit cards and lowers your monthly payments. I'll even do the paperwork.
Call 1-800-AmeriQuest or visit AmeriQuest.com. AmeriQuest Mortgage, proud sponsor of the American Dream.
Fix-It Control for stronger hold, life with more bite. Now discover the secret to enjoy life with more bite. Fix-It Control holds stronger than the leading competitive adhesive. Fix-It Control. Stronger hold for 9 hours. Life with more bite.
Saving you up to 60% on cooling costs. You'd think I'd get a pat on the back. Let me rethink that.
The Carrier Infinity System, the most energy-efficient system you can buy. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Whoa! That was washed? This time, add Jet Dry with Shine Boost. Beautiful! That's what I call a shine. Jet Dry, the best shine every time.
And welcome back, everyone. Do we warm up in the Northeast?
Well, you'll have to wait till the end of the week. No warming up, at least not for folks in Boston, Burlington, Albany, New York. You're looking at temperatures 10 to 15 degrees below where you normally find them right through Wednesday. Meanwhile, a very slight decrease in temperatures for the desert Southwest. So Phoenix, Las Vegas, you're still looking at temperatures a good 10 to 20 degrees above normal. LA cooling down a little bit.
Let's take you into the weekend, of course, the big holiday weekend. We'll see temperatures now in Dallas in the 70s, so like 30 degrees cooler than what we have had. And then Sunday we continue with the 70s across most of the country.
And of course, between the hot and the cold, we have storms. Nicole Mitchell.
Yeah, we have those firing up this morning. Oklahoma, you're seeing that. In fact, a few just started right overhead in Oklahoma City. You can see those kick up. But Tulsa down through Little Rock, you're also going to experience that. That is going to give you a slow start this morning on many of the roads.
All right, thanks, Nicole. Well, we see rain in the northeast. The big question, we'll let you know coming up.
Say your prize stallion has a hot date with that special someone, but he's not looking his best right now. Out here, it takes more than a good bloodline to make a horse look good. You have that trailer home by midnight now.
Tractor Supply Company, the stuff you need out here.
Our kitchen's almost new. Times like these, great tasting coffee always gets us through. Our house, these guys are just like family. Our house, can we have some more coffee? There's rich taste in every cup. It's the coffee every morning that keeps us showing up. Our house, the coffee's good to the last drop. Make your house a Maxwell house.
What I'm holding in my hand is just a piece of paper, but it could help save me thousands of dollars. Do you know what it is? It's my credit report and score, and I just printed it off my computer from freecreditreport.com. Do you know what's in your credit report? Do you know your credit score? You should, because when you apply for credit, they can help save you a lot of money. That's why it's so important to make sure your credit report is accurate at freecreditreport.com. Join the more than 8 million people who have already logged on to freecreditreport.com.
I go online, and in seconds, I get my credit report and credit score free.
Staying on top of my credit helped me get the best deal on my refi.
Now there's an easy way to monitor key changes on all 3 of my credit reports.
Wouldn't you like to know the information in your credit report is accurate before you apply for credit? Now you can. Log on to freecreditreport.com. Take charge of your credit and take charge of your future. Log on now.
They are history's most dangerous storms. They are unique, each with a life of its own. But together, they mean just one thing. Hurricane Week is coming. Don't miss Hurricane Week, beginning Sunday, June 5th on the Weather Channel.
Now your local forecast on the Weather Channel. And for weather information on over 80,000 cities, go to weather.com.
Whether you're an outdoor athlete or just like to go out for a stroll, in a large part of the country, water will be your best friend. It could be a lifesaver.
But water on the roads, not quite as helpful. We're going to see storms slow you down in a few places. I'll have your travel.
And some people made a mad dash Sunday looking for any cover from some steady rain. Others just took the drenching in stride. Your first outlook to save you frustration in a rainy east. That begins here.
Live from the Weather Channel, this is First Outlook.
And good Monday morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kim Perez.
And I'm Hillary Andrews in for Nick Walker. 6:30. Good morning, Tampa. 5:30 for you in St. Louis. Both those cities expecting a pretty nice day out there. Not so in the crazy temperature differential of the west and the north.
Unbelievable. The northeast cold, the southwest hot. I mean, I say cold, because we have chilly on here, but hey, it's called the kettle black here. It is cold for you guys. We're going to see the continuation of jackets and coats maybe for some of you, with temperatures in the 50s and even 40s here in Boston.
Those are the storms, and then some places where it's really pretty quiet. If you're headed out this morning in Atlanta, for example, it's going to be good. We'll take a look at that in just a second. But Pittsburgh, you've already had some showers around the area, and as we take off on our flights later in the day, well, if you're heading toward Boston, toward the mid-Atlantic, again, you're going to see some showers, even some storms in parts of the South and the Midwest, and then other places where it's not going to be too problematic. As I mentioned, one of those places today is Atlanta, where already this morning temperatures are near 70. So we're going to get up into the 80s for today with lots of sunshine. Definitely a day where you're going to be putting that air conditioning on overtime, and you're going to see some hot weather for the next few days ahead. Not the case, though, in the Northeast, and that's where Hillary takes us.
Hey, we're starting off in West Virginia, and you better have a hot brewed cup of coffee out there. You had rain showers overnight. Might have woken you up. You heard it against those windows. Unfortunately, with the wet ground right now, it left behind fog. Clarksburg, 3/4 mile visibility. Huntington, West Virginia, Wheeling, and also Elkins still left behind some of the fog, and even a few rotating showers making their way through. Showers also Pittsburgh all the way down through just about the forest areas of New Jersey down into Princeton, into Trenton. We're also seeing rain showers rotating back into Maine, a developing storm system really creating problems. Boston, a dry early start of the day, but watch those showers developing at 5 p.m. So